What if I told you that the most powerful woman in media, the billionaire mogul, the cultural icon, the one and only Oprah Winfrey, once wore potato sacks because she couldn't afford clothes? What if I told you she was born into poverty in Mississippi, raised by a single teenage mother, molested by family members, and bounced between unstable homes? Yet somehow, she still rose. This isn't just a rags to riches story. This is the story of a woman who refused to let the world define her by her pain. A woman who turned every no into a new beginning, every closed door into an empire. A woman who wasn't supposed to win, but did. Big. This is not fiction. This is real. This is fearless motivation. And this is the true story of Oprah Winfrey's rise. Who's watching right now? Drop your city, your state, or your country in the comments below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We see you, we appreciate you, and you're not here by accident. Oprah Gail Winfrey was born on January 29, 1954, in Kosciuszko, Mississippi. She came into the world facing a mountain of disadvantages: black, female, and born into extreme poverty in the segregated South. Her mother, Vernita Lee, was just a teenager and worked as a housemaid, barely making ends meet. Oprah's early years were marked by instability. She was shuffled between caregivers, at times raised by her strict grandmother, Hattie Mae, who taught her to read before the age of 3. That same grandmother would beat her when she misbehaved, reinforcing discipline the only way she knew how. By the time Oprah was 6, she moved to Milwaukee to live with her mother. But what should have been a reunion became a darker chapter in her life. Oprah faced unspeakable trauma. She was sexually abused by multiple family members starting at the age of 9. The scars were deep, emotional, and invisible to the outside world. But even then, Oprah carried something within her: a voice, a spark, a light that couldn't be completely extinguished. She escaped into books. Literature became her sanctuary. She found comfort in Maya Angelou, in classic poems, in the power of words to heal and empower. At just 14, after enduring years of abuse, Oprah ran away from home. She was pregnant, but the baby died shortly after birth. She was a child who had survived the worst and was still standing, still dreaming. Her turning point came when she was sent to live with her father, Vernon Winfrey, in Nashville. He was strict, but he provided structure. He insisted on education, curfews, and discipline. Oprah flourished under his watch. She became an honor student, joined the speech team, and even secured a scholarship to Tennessee State University. She dreamed of being a broadcaster, a bold vision at a time when Black women were rarely seen or heard on TV. At 19, Oprah got her first job in radio while still in college. Her natural charisma, voice, and intelligence lit up the airwaves. It didn't take long for TV to come calling. She moved through local news stations, often criticized for being too emotional, too expressive, too different. But Oprah refused to conform. She didn't want to fit into a mold. She wanted to break it. In 1983, she moved to Chicago to host a low-rated morning show called AM Chicago. Within months, the show skyrocketed to #1 in the ratings. Oprah brought something new to daytime TV: authenticity. She wasn't pretending to be someone else. She cried with her guests. She connected. She listened. And America loved her for it. 2 years later, the Oprah Winfrey Show was born, and the world changed. Oprah revolutionized television by creating a platform for real conversations, social issues, and emotional healing. She talked about things no one else dared to: racism, abuse, addiction, self-worth. She turned her pain into purpose, and her audience followed her on every step of that journey. But Oprah wasn't just a TV host. She was a visionary. In 1986, she founded Harpo Productions, making her the first Black woman in history to own and produce her own talk show. She was no longer just talent. She was the boss. She took control of her narrative and built an empire. Over the years, Oprah launched book clubs that turned unknown authors into household names. She championed spirituality, mental health, and self-development long before it was mainstream. She built schools in South Africa, donated millions to education, and gave voice to the voiceless. She created OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network, proving once again that her influence went beyond TV screens. Her legacy isn't just about wealth, though she became the first African-American woman billionaire. Her legacy is impact, transformation, possibility. Oprah showed the world that it doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is what you do with where you're going. She taught us that vulnerability is strength, that your past does not define your future, that pain can become your platform, that you can rise, not despite your struggles, but because of them. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember Oprah. Remember the girl who wore potato sacks and read the dictionary for fun. Remember the teenager who survived abuse and heartbreak. Remember the woman who built a media empire from the ashes of her pain. You are not alone. You are not broken. And you too can rise. If this story moved you, if you believe in the power of persistence and purpose, then drop a comment below. Let us know your story. Where are you tuning in from? What battles have you faced? And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Fearless Motivation, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. Because you were built for greatness, and your story, it's not over yet.